Most beginner creators spend months in the wrong niche and then wonder why nothing's working. So if you feel called to create something meaningful, you have something inside of you that just knows that you were meant for more, make sure you watch till the end of this video because I promise you, this will not only save you years, it will help you to start off on the right track. Now in this video, I'm gonna be talking to you about 3 main niches that are out there in 3 different categories, and I'm gonna help you find the best one for you. And I'm not talking about something just to start creating content, blow up, make a bunch of money, and then get out and something that's trendy. I'm talking about building something meaningful. So the first category that I want to talk about is the skill set niche. Now, this is a really good profitable category to be in because you're going to be having like one skill that you're teaching over and over and over again, and you're going to help people and give them a lot of value and give them practical advice. And then if you have a course or have like a one-on-one call PDF, you can start making money pretty quickly with this. But here's actually the biggest issue I see with this. Eventually, you're probably gonna feel stuck. You're probably gonna feel boxed in, and you're probably gonna start hating it because it's gonna get kind of redundant. And if you look at big creators, you can see this. When they started out, they were like the one thing for people, and they did that. And if you wanna create a business, this is single-handedly the fastest, best way to do it. But if you want to create something sustainable and not, feel burnt out and hate what you're doing, hold off and make sure you listen to the other 2 categories first. The second type is the whole you are the niche. I think Dan Coe was like the first one to kind of make this popular. This has been around for a while, like a Me Too channel, like here's my life, get ready for me, that whole type of thing. And it sounds great in theory, just, show up and talk about what you want to talk about. And if you already have a brand and you have a following and people watch you for you, you can have something like this, or if you're a celebrity, but for 99% of people, it's really not gonna work. But for like the 1%, it works really well. If you think about Joe Rogan, he just talks about everything, aliens, fighting, psychedelic, whatever, people watch it. But again, he is a UFC commentator. He's been doing this for 20 years and it works for him. I wouldn't start there. And this next category is the one that I would suggest, and it's actually the category that I chose. And this is kind of the sweet spot and a great combination of the two. And I want to call this like the purpose-driven niche. You want to have a deeper why, like a mission, like what is the whole reason behind this? Then you pair that mission with the skill that you teach people to have a transformation and come along on the journey with you. So it's not just like, here's what I know or here's who I am. It's here's what I stand for and here's how I'm gonna help you move towards it. And I think this is the best approach because you're not niching down, but you are creating an avatar. So one type of person. And you basically, to solve this, you wanna think about your why. Why do you wanna have this channel? What are you trying to portray? What message do you stand for? And I help who do what with how you do it. So for me, it's not just YouTube growth. It's not just make money online, but I help purpose-driven creators go full-time or even part-time, but mainly just make a great living doing what they love or feel called to do through YouTube. I can have YouTube growth strategy videos. I could have mindset videos. I could have creator struggles that solo creators deal with. I could have AI content to help you create. So I could talk about 1,000 different things because as long as it's helping my avatar in some type of way to move forward, that's like the main goal. I think this is going to be the best category for you. And to help you out with this even further, I'm going to give you a quick outline to help you get started with it. So the first step is just get clear on your mission. Now, your mission could be solely directly tied to your channel, or it could be tied to the outcome that you want your channel to serve or to bring. So like, are you wanting to make extra income on the side for your family? And that's kind of what you're about. Like, are you a stay-at-home mom or just, your dad, or are you just a college student? So that could be your why. That's kind of your audience that you're reaching and showing other people how to do it. And you're teaching them a skill. You're not just teaching them like, here's how to drop ship, or like, you have a bigger why behind it and a bigger message. So after you identify that, the next step is kind of think about and define a skill that you can teach, something that you're really good at. But here's the thing I just want to expose really quick. If you're not an expert at this, that's okay, because you can do a building in public format. Doing that, I would kind of start with beginners. So if you're just 2 or 3 steps ahead from a beginner, you can teach them you're constantly pursuing mastery, getting better at your craft, and you're just following back and reporting what you've done and teaching them how to start from zero. And personally, I don't consider myself an expert on anything except knowing what not to do because I made a lot of mistakes. But compared to a beginner, I am an expert based on the hours, the reps, and my 10,000 hours and everything that I've put into it. But, truthfully, it's just about being authentic, being real. And the truth is, I don't know everything about content creation, but I'm continuing to learn every day. And I'll never know everything because it's a journey. It's not just a destination. And step number 3, you need to create content that kind of combines the two. So talk about your why, the outcome, the transformation you're trying to help them achieve, and then teach the skill that's going to be like the vehicle to help them get to that destination. And then continue to build your message around your mission, because your skill might evolve, the tech that you use might evolve, but you're still helping like the same people. So with me, it's YouTube, but I also believe in having an offer. So I could talk about PDFs, making a product, building an email list, whatever, because I'm still helping my audience and, to monetize their channels. So look at it as your niche isn't just what you talk about or what category you fit in. It's more like what you help people to solve. What transformation do you bring in someone's life? Purpose or mission plus skill equals freedom. And that is how you not only make money from YouTube on day one, but you build a loyal audience and you build something that lasts, something bigger than you, and something that fulfills you in ways that money just can't. But it does take money for the mission. And there's a way that you can actually start making money from day one on YouTube. And honestly, a lot of creators aren't really taking advantage of this. They're focused on trying to get monetized instead of actually building a long-term sustainable income. But I want to help you with that even further. So make sure and watch this video, and I'll see you over there.